Good evening, guys. Good evening, everyone. Hello, guys. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
How are you guys? Arshida, Vaishnavi. Guys, shall we do some more numericals on word problems? I shared a worksheet in chat box and I am sharing the screen also. We will do problem by problem. So this is the first problem I am sharing to you. So I am giving some time to solve this question. You can solve in any method. We will discuss the question. Sometime I will give for the question. After that, we can discuss the question if anybody is not solved, please. Or I will discuss straight away. What do you want? Will you try, guys? People will try.
Sir, we'll try, sir.
Yeah, please try. Then only you will get different kind of ideas how to approach to this question. And for the like, I shared the document also in chat box. Just go through the chat box. There are only 6 problems I collected. I felt like where we can go through little. Just go through the first numerical, everyone, guys, please. How much time? I can give 5 minutes for this question. exactly at 17:10. Now the time is 5. At 5:10, I will ask again. How many are done? How many are still having confusion to take it?
Sir, now we have to do this sum, sir.
Yes, now we have to do. That's what we are discussing.
Okay, sir. Yeah, I joined just now.
Yeah, please start doing these questions. Every 5 minutes, I will share the solution. We will discuss 5 minutes for you and 5 minutes for discussion for us.
Sir, you share the worksheet in the chat in the sense where, sir?
Yes, I shared in chat and as well as I'm showing on here because we are going to discuss here the solutions. I will give some time to solve and after that I will discuss.
Sir, this meeting's chat, sir.
Sorry?
Did you share the worksheet in this meeting's chat, sir?
Yes, you can find out. Is there or not?
Sir, can you send it again, sir? Because I
Yeah, I'm sending one more time. Got it? Guys, you received?
Yes.
Guys, anyone got the answer?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I'm going to discuss the solution. After that, you can compare with your solution. Might be the method sometimes may be different. I'm going to discuss this question with first with the Venn diagrams. See, first of all, maximum 3 sets only they will ask us. More than 3 sets we don't have. In a survey of university students, 64 had taken mathematics, 94 had taken chemistry. So this is one set, this is another set, and 58 had taken physics. 20 had taken math and physics, math and 26 has taken math and chemistry. So these are the intersection of two subjects. And underline is only one subject, not only one subject, one subject. And this 14 is all the three. So if I'm taking this is the circle which represents math. The black color circle which represents the second subject is chemistry. The fourth subject I'm taking with a different color of blue, which represents physics. Always you have to start with common of 3. The common of 3 means the region which is bounded by 3 colors. How many are there? Who's taken math, physics, chemistry, all the 3 together?
14 students.
14. So this gap you have to fill with 14 first. Now math and chemistry. Math and chemistry, how many? So math and chemistry. Math and chemistry, how many?
26.
58 had 28 had taken math and physics. Math and chemistry is 26. Math and physics is 28. And chemistry and physics is 22. So which region is explaining your math and chemistry? The black color and red color bounded, correct? But already 14 you mentioned. Math and chemistry already 14 is there. So how much you have to add here to get 26? So 26 minus 14. What is the 26 minus 14, guys? 12 is remaining here, correct? Guys, understood how I am writing 12 there? See, all 3 subjects together 14, only math and chemistry together it is 26. So now if I am adding the intersection of math and chemistry, it should be 26. Same as if I am taking math and physics, it should be 28. Already 14 is there, so another 14 members will come here. And physics and chemistry 22, already 14 is here, so it will be 8 members. Now come back to math. How many people taken math? How many people taken math? 64. So 64 means how much you have to write in this red space?
24.
24, correct? That is how I will know 64 minus 12 minus 14 minus 14. So this is 64 minus 28, 30, 40. This is 24. So here it is 24. And what about chemistry? The total chemistry people are 94. So 94 minus how much you have to take? 94 minus 12 minus 14 minus 8. How much? 94 minus 34. What is the count he will get here? I got
60,
6.
sir.
So what about 58 had taken physics? So 58 physics means? So 58 minus 14 minus 14 minus 8. So how much you will get here? 22. Is it right? 22?
Yes, sir.
22. So what he is asking, find how many had taken only one course. Which reason explaining only one course? Which reason explains only one course? Which number explains only one course? From the diagram, the student who choose math only, number of students chosen math only, 24. Same as number of students chosen chemistry only, 60. Number of students chosen physics only, 22. And number of students chosen only one subject, that is either math or either physics or either chemistry, is how much total? How much, guys? Summation of all these three. It's not asking specific subject. Number of students who choose only one subject. Is it 106?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear, guys, how I solved using the Venn diagram? Anyone having any doubt?
No, sir.
Now, sir, I don't want with Venn diagram. How I can do with without Venn diagram? It is little bit tedious and long process. So just for the information purpose, I will explain for one numerical. Let's see whether we can do without Venn diagram also. What is the difficulty with Venn diagram and without Venn diagram? Okay. Shall I go without Venn diagram? Guys? Guys, yes or no? Yeah. Without Venn diagram. So first of all, listing out the given data using the sets relation. So what is this 64 represents? What is this 94 represents? What is this 58 represents? And what is this 28, 26, and 22 and 14 represents? There are three sets. One is math group, one is chemistry group, one is physics group. These are the symbols for the respective group sets names. So n of m, given data. What is n of m? 64. N of C, 94. N of P, 58. Now, this 58. Next one is 28. Math and physics. N of M intersection P, 28. N of M intersection C. Math and chemistry is 22. N of C intersection P, chemistry and physics, 22. 28 I taken math and physics, 26 has taken math and chemistry, 22 taken chemistry and physics, and N of math intersection C intersection P. Three subjects together is 14. Now, what do you want from here? Only math. Only math means what, guys? You have to exclude number of students who had taken only math. That is number of math students minus number of math and physics plus number of math and chemistry plus, and after this plus number of math intersection chemistry intersection physics. Why? Because some common students are coming who took three subjects together here. So this count will use n of m value 64 minus 28 plus 26 plus 14.
Sir,
How much?
sir, for deriving this formula, Venn diagram is required, right?
is required. This meaning is total number of math, whether they are taking extra subject or not subject, and I have to exclude who is taking extra subjects. Number of students who is in math and physics, number of students who is in math and chemistry. There are some students who took all the three also available 2 times. That's the reason I am adding one more time here, because you are subtracting this one 2 times. That means this is the reason you are subtracting 2 times, but I have to subtract only 1 time. That's the reason, this reason I am adding here.
Yes, sir.
No, but this derivation doesn't require any Venn diagrams. Right away, you can explain and you can do it. Why you am adding this one means these 3 common subjects are coming here and as well as here. But you are subtracting 2 times. But I have to subtract only 1 time. That's the reason 2 times I am subtracting, 1 time I am adding here. What is the total answer here? 64 minus 28 minus 26 plus 14. How much?
14.
What is the answer?
14, sir.
What is our answer in Venn diagram? Venn diagram also 14, no? No, 24 is the Venn diagram answer. Check where you done the mistake. 24 is the Venn diagram answer. Then 14 is the wrong answer.
Yes, sir.
Sir, 24 only.
64 plus 15 is 78, 20, 20, 40,
Sorry,
40,
sir. 24.
52 are, no, 54. So 78 minus 54 is 24. So N of M is, so not N of M, number of students who is taking only math is 24. Same as number of students who taking who had taken only physics. How we will do this question? What formula I have to write? Total number of students in physics minus number of students who is taking physics and math plus number of students taking physics and chemistry plus number of students math, physics, chemistry. Do this one and let me know what is the answer you are getting. What is N of P from the data? What is N of P?
58.
Sorry?
58.
Minus 28 minus 22 plus 14. So 58, 68,
Sir,
72.
28 plus 22 minus 14. Sir.
No, if I am keeping bracket, as you said, it is correct. I
Okay.
bracket, no? So 28, 38, 48 and 50. 72 minus 50. The answer is 22. Even in Venn diagram also I got the same answer. See, 22. This is 24. So same as you have to do for chemistry also. You have to be very conscious if you are doing without Venn diagram. Number of students who had taken only chemistry. This will be N of C minus N of C in C intersection M plus N of C intersection P plus N of M intersection P intersection C. So what are the answers? What are the values? Please, guys. 94 minus 26 plus 22 plus 14. Am I right? Am I right, guys? 94 minus 26 plus 22 plus 14. So 90, 100, 108 minus 20, 20, 40, 48. So what is the answer here?
60.
So are you getting the same answer as 60? 60 is right answer. 100 minus 48. 108 minus 48 is 60. So now number of students who had taken only one subject. 60 plus 22 plus 24. 60, 40, 106. This is how we can calculate without diagram also, but my best suggestion is always with the diagram. I will prefer to make it easily to save the time and everything. Not only one reason. Shall I go for the next question, guys? Anyone solved already next question? Guys, anyone doubt? Anyone having any doubt in the without Venn diagram? Please. Might be some places it will be useful for you.
So these type of sums, any one method is fine. Sir.
Yeah, no, one question only I told you to, I will explain in both the methods, but you try whenever if you feel you are having time. So which method you want, you let me know, that method I will explain.
So for exam and all, any one is enough.
Exam, mostly I saw 95% students, they followed Venn diagram only. Usually I will go for, so far when I am in CBSEs, I went 3 times for board evaluation for +2. And where it is required, sometimes Venn diagram they will use in permutations and combinations. Some other schools also they will call for evaluation in Karnataka. Karnataka +1 is also board sometimes. Most of the students I felt they are using Venn diagrams only. Even in entrances also they will use Venn diagrams to make it in a quick time. It's your wish. They won't ask you have to do in a particular method. You can do in any method. So how to do the second question? Anyone got the answer? Which method you done? Football is one group, hockey is another group, cricket is another group. So I'm making 3 groups here, guys. Who is going to answer? Like who is going to help me to solve this question? Please, someone. Anyone solved already? This is hockey. This is no. The first one is football. Football, hockey, and this is cricket. I already told you. Always you have to start with intersection of 3 things and write the given data. N of F will be equal to 65. N of H will be equal to 45. N of C will be equal to 42. N of F and H. F intersection H is equal to 20. N of F and C. F intersection C is equal to 25. And N of hockey and cricket. H and C will be equal to 15. And N of 8 play all the 3 games. H intersection F intersection C is equal to 8. So I have to start with 8. This is 8. F and H 20, that is 12. F and C, that is 25. So 25 means how much? 17. Correct? And H and C is 15, that is 7. Now N of F is equal to 40, 65. 65 means how much you have to write? N of F minus 17 minus 8 minus 12. So 65 minus 20, 37. So how much? Guys? 28 or
28.
28?
Yes, sir.
And what about hockey? Only hockey. See this assumption in one question of
18.
they didn't give this assumption. Yeah, 27. Here 37, here 27. N of H minus 27. How much?
18.
18. 17 plus 7. 24, 24 plus 8. 32. So 42 minus 32, is it 10?
40.
Why man? 40. N of C is only 42. How you will get remaining value here? Is it 10 or 40?
10, sir.
Now what he is asking? Total number of students in the group. Just add all the numbers. What you will get total number of students in the group?
Hundred, sir.
How much?
100.
100. Sir, this question how I can represent in exam with steps? Anyone having the doubt how they will give? Simply writing the numbers, they can give full marks. Anyone having any doubt? How to represent? Will you represent in the same manner? I can give the answer for that. Are you ready? Or anyone having any answer?
Sir, H union F union C, sir. So that we can just add all the values.
No, I'm talking about with the Venn diagram, how to represent. With the help of the Venn diagram only I'm talking. I'm not talking without Venn diagram. With the Venn diagram in examiner, how they will accept your answer to represent. First write given data. Given data, how I wrote, you write n of f and n of h value, n of c value, and write n of f and h and n of f and c and n of h and c and n of f h and c. If this same question, if they are giving for 5 marks or 6 marks, list out all these values. Before listing out, let f is set of students who is playing football, h is set of students who is playing hockey, and C is set of players who is set of students who is playing cricket. You define what is your F, what is your H, and what is your C. So based on the given data, the following Venn diagram represents the given data. So draw the Venn diagram neatly, because your Venn diagram only your final answer. Draw the Venn diagram little bit neatly. Don't look into my page is wasting. But it's a 6 marks question, means you represent little bit big Venn diagram to show all the calculation in Venn diagram. So first one is football. Like already you defined what is F, what is H, and what is group names F,
C.
H, and C. Always start with intersection of 3. This is 8, correct? So here already
Yes, sir.
they give the F intersection H is equal to 20. So 20 minus 8 is equals 12. So underline the 12. Underlining will use that. So here 25 minus 8 is equals 17. Here 15 minus 8 is equals 7. So here 45 minus these 3 numbers, that is 12 plus 8 plus 7, that will be equal to 18. Here 65 minus 12 plus 8 plus 17, this will be equal to 28. So this will be 42 minus 17 plus 8 plus 7. So this will be equal to 10. So from here, the total number of students in the group. So last one step to conclude your answer. Total number of students in the group is equal to 28 plus 12 plus 8 plus 17 plus 7 plus 18 plus 10. So this will be equal to 100. This is one best way of representing your calculation as well as, so this Venn diagram shows all the steps, and this is a given data, this is your assumptions, you are giving the group names. First write the group names, after that write the given data with the group names and draw the Venn diagram. Instead of putting simply numbers, write the calculation in the numbers. This 28 is playing alone football, 18 is playing alone hockey, 10 is playing only cricket. So from this Venn diagram, what is the required data? Sum of all the, at least what are the total number of group? And he assumed it. The question is giving clearly, sir, how I will know each and everyone in the group is playing at least one game? That's the reason in this question he says, assume that each student in the group plays at least one game. This kind of information compulsory they have to give, otherwise that set is not properly defined. Actually, it is not a set if they are not defining properly according to the definition of the set. Is it clear, guys? What is, how we can represent in examination? Because if when I am your teacher, entire year I am with you, I know your intention. What is why you wrote, how you got. But if you are going for a board examination, they don't know your intention. That's the reason we will expect little bit, wherever it is possibility, there you have to elaborate and you have to explain. Is it clear, guys? What I'm trying to say, is it clear? Guys, anyone having any doubt? Please, Hamsini, Raghav, Kirtana, Vaishnavi.
Sir, why are we adding the common parts also, sir? They asked the total number of students, so
Yeah, total number of students means what? See, these are the 28 students playing only football. These 12 students are playing both football and
hockey.
hockey alone. Who is playing cricket? They are not in that group. Who is playing football alone? They are not in the group. Who is playing hockey alone? They are not in the group. Understood what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
That's the reason you have to add all the numbers. See, 28 represents playing only cricket. This 12 represents playing only both football and hockey. That means who is playing football, they are not in this 28. Who is playing hockey, they are not in this 18. Who is playing both the two games, they are in this group. Who is playing 3 games, they are not in any group. These 8 are not in any group now. That's the reason you are splitting all the 65. Suppose if I am taking this 65, the 65 might be belongs to any one of this group. Because out of 65, 8 members are there in such a way, they are playing 3 games, correct?
Yes, sir.
And out of 65, 12 members are there in such a way, 12 plus 8, 20 members are there in such a way they are playing football and hockey. But in the 20 players, we don't know how many players are there playing 3 games. 8 is there. That's the reason I'm saying. Why I am adding? I am finding each and every group. Here I am making the whole question into many groups. Only football, one group. Only hockey, one group. Only cricket, one group. Who is playing only football and hockey, football and cricket, hockey and cricket, and football, hockey and cricket. That means suppose if any players are playing these 3 games, they are not part of this group. If they are playing hockey, they are not part of this group. Understand what I'm saying? That's the reason I'm adding all the people. But if I'm taking 65, out of 65, I don't know. Out of 65, there are some people who is playing 3, there are some people who is playing only 2, there are people only playing 1. But this one compulsory football in this 65. Why it is?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
Now, shall I start straight away solution here? Anyone completed, guys? Or I can give some time.
Completed, sir.
Yeah, guys, I need response from everyone. If I want, I will give the time. Because don't worry about the time. Rest of this question I will give for the work. We can do and we can upload in the portal. I will share the solution also. I can give some time. 3 minutes is enough to solve this question.
Completed, sir.
Guys, now we are. How many are completed? Raise the hands. How many are completed? How many are completed? Please raise the hands. Guys, you can raise the hands now. There is any option raising the hands? Is there any option raising the hand? Hamsni, Harshida, are you clear? Yeah, only two. Kirtana and Nitish only gave the completion.
Sir,
Yes.
2 minutes.
Yeah, I'm giving some time. Please respond, then I can give the time. Guys, anyone got the answer? Everyone? Yeah, I'm moving for the solution. Kirtana, can you guide me how to do this one? What is given data? Can you tell? In a college, 60 students
Yes, sir.
same data. P is 60, and now P is 40, correct?
40. Yes, sir.
And now B is
30, sir.
and now C and P 15. And now
15.
P and B 10, correct?
Yes, sir.
And now B and C 5. No one enrolled in all the 3 sections. What is this meaning? And now C intersection P intersection B is a null set, that is 0. Understood? Is it right, guys? What I'm writing? Given data. So he's asking how many are enrolled at least one subject. That means like your previous questions. So this is set 1 represents chemistry. This set represents physics. The third set represents bio. So this is 0. And what about here, guys? C and P is 15. So this is 15. And B and C is 5. P and B is 10. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So 60 minus 20. This is 40. 40 minus 25. This is 15. 30 minus 15. This is 15. So 40 plus 15 plus 15 is your final answer. Am I right? Number of students who is taking only any one subject. No. How many are enrolled in at least one subject? At least one subject, only one subject. What is the difference?
Sir, at least one subject means like it can be more than that also.
So all the total number of students he is asking. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Indirectly, he is asking total number of students enrolled at least one of these subjects. One of these subjects. That means all the students at least enrolled one subject. So they didn't mention each and every. They are not asking total number of students in college. If they mention total number of students in the college, then they have to assume at least each and every student will choose at least one of these subjects. So the answer is 40 plus 15 plus 15 plus 5 plus 10 plus 15. So what is the total answer? 40, 55,
100.
60, 70, 8, 75, 85, 90, 100. There are 100 is the final answer. Hope everyone got the same answer.
Yes, sir.
What is the meaning of number of students enrolled at least in one of the subject? I can say this is n of A intersection, sorry. This will be equal to n of C union P union B. Am I right, guys? Is it right? Enroll at least one subject. Union only, no? Yes, I can move to the next question. Yeah. How do we do this one? Here. This is little bit not logic. Only the thing is, you have to apply a small kind of algebra here. The given is 85% will speak Tamil. So n of t will be equal to 85%. N of e will be equal to 40. N of h will be equal to who speaks Hindi? 20. And n of T intersection E, Tamil and English is 32. N of T intersection H, it is equal to 13. And N of H intersection E, 10. So I don't know H intersection E intersection T is X, because Venn diagrams always start with intersection of three parameters, three sets. That's the reason I don't know here. So how to start this question, guys? Same way. This is one set represents Tamil, one set represents English, and another set represents Hindi. This is T, this is E, this is H. So here you have to start with X. If it is X, this will be 32 minus X. And if it is 32 minus X, this is 13 minus X. And this will be 10 minus X. This will be 85 minus 32 minus X. What you will get here? Total is 85. 85 minus of all these three. How much you will get? 85 minus of all these three.
X plus 45.
Correct. 85 minus all these three will use x plus 40. And what about here? English is 40. 40 minus all these three things. Here you will get x minus 2. 40 minus 42 is minus 2. And minus 2x plus x is, sorry, x minus x plus 2x is plus x. So here also h is 20. 20 minus of all these three. 20 minus of all these three. So you will get x minus 3 here. So total percentage is 100. So 100 will be equal to x plus 40.
Sir, X plus 45, sir.
Oh, x plus 45. Check. X plus 45. 85 minus 32 minus x plus x plus 13 minus x. X cancel. 85 minus 30, 40, 45 minus x. This is 85 minus 45 plus x. It is 40 plus x, no?
Okay, sir.
Please, might be I am also sometimes calculation wise I am also wrong.
Sorry.
Now, your 100% will be equal to total number. What is the total number? X plus 40 plus x minus 2 plus x minus 3 plus 32 minus x plus x plus 13 minus x 32 minus x I got, 13 minus x I got, 10 minus x. How much you are getting after solving all these things? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4x minus 6. How many minus x? 1, 2, 3. Minus 3x plus 40 plus 40 minus 2 minus 3 minus 5 plus 32 plus 13 plus 10. So the positive numbers are also there, many. Plus 40 plus 32 plus 13 plus 10. How much? 40 plus 32, 72, 72 plus 10, 82, 85 plus 95. Minus 2 minus 3 is minus 5. Anything is there, guys? Other than this is equal to 100. So 4x minus 3x is x. 95 minus 5 is 90 is equal to 100. So from here, x is equal to
10%.
100 minus 20, 10%. So x means who is taking all the three subjects are 10% of the total number. Assume each and everyone in the town speaking at least one language. That assumption is not given. Actually, in a town, 85% of the people, that means each and every person in the town can speak at least one language, then only this question will be correct. Correct? Am I, guys? That statement is important. Am I right? Is it required, that statement, or not required? Assume at least one person in that, each person will in the town will speak any of one language. So 10% is my final answer. Is everyone got the same answer? That means 10% of the people in the town can speak all the three languages. It's clear, guys? Shall I go to the next question or I will wait?
Sir, I have a doubt, sir.
Yes.
Sir, can you scroll a bit up?
Yes.
Sir, for English and Hindi, sir, common. If the X is 10%, then there won't be anything common for English and Hindi, no, sir, because it is 10 minus X, so it will be 0.
No, I didn't get. 10
Sir,
minus 0 means what? What is it meaning?
sir, N of H union E, H intersection E is given as 10, sir, in the question. So if we take that as that part alone as 10 minus X, then it will be 0, no, sir. Like the students, I mean, the people who speak only English and Hindi would be 0, no, sir.
Correct. Only English and Hindi.
Yes, sir.
What is this? Both Hindi and English. That means there are some people can speak Hindi and Tamil. There are some people they can speak English and Tamil. This intersection only. What is this value? This says. What is this says? This region says what actually? This is your
10.
10. But out of this, what is this region says?
10. That is,
What is
sir,
this?
that
0.
This is a region people can speak only both Hindi and English, correct?
yes,
They
sir.
speak Tamil. That means there are the people, there is no people without Tamil. What is this meaning? What is this region meaning? These are the people who knows only English and Hindi, but they don't know Tamil. But if I'm including these
Sir,
three, yes,
so the doubt is, like in exams and also, before we find the answer itself, we regularly draw the Venn diagram like this, like common and only, sir. But if that the value is 0, then there should be nothing intersecting over there, no, sir.
no,
That
but see, intersecting means you are assuming and it might be intersecting, but there is some common now. This is some common point for the two things now. This
sir,
is
we can draw like below the Tamil circle, sir. Then that part won't touch.
there are the people who knows Tamil and English, who knows Tamil and Hindi. There you will get English Hindi people now.
Oh, okay, sir.
What I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
There you will get English Hindi people now. So what are the thing you are saying? And now H intersection E minus and now H intersection E intersection T. What is this meaning? Tell me.
Sir, number of people who know Hindi and English, but they might contain some Tamil also. When we subtract from the common for all.
In this group, the people who know Hindi and English together, there are the people they know Tamil also. Correct?
Yes, sir.
It might be there are the people might be Tamil knows or not. Actually, this region is 0 only, as you said. But with how I can show 0? Only after calculating only I can show 0. That means this is the value of the 10 minus x and the area of this region is 0, nothing. But it is not possible to draw like that. But for solving purpose, we will draw that there is no mistake in that. Because 10 minus x you are showing now. If you substitute x value 10 minus x is showing 0, that means virtually, indirectly you are showing this area is 0. That means no element here. See, even previous case, we got common of 3 intersection is 0. How we will draw?
Sir, we can't draw, sir, because common point it has to pass through all.
So that point, in that place, you have to mention 0. That means there is no
common.
Diagrammatically, it is not possible, but you can represent with number now that area is 0. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Because if I am not drawing this common region, it is not possible to show this 5 and 10 separately. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So that's the reason drawing with 0 is also not a problem, because after solving the question only you know there is a 0 there. Correct?
Yes, sir. Got it.
So if you are not mentioned the number now, suppose if I'm not mentioning 10 minus x, then my representation is wrong little. You are representing with numbers in that particular areas, so that's not a problem. Don't worry about that if it is 0, because we don't know. After solving only we will get one clarity where you are getting 0, where you are getting a proper number. So you are representing that area, number of quantity or number of element in that particular region is what you are representing with a number. The 0 says there is no elements, but without drawing this one, I can't able to explain rest of the things. It is affecting on other areas. That's the reason you are drawing something. See, all these are comes under like visualization. See, Venn diagrams will be useful to visualize the situation and solve the things, and each and every data you can extract from the single diagram. That is the best purpose of the visual Venn diagrams. Got it? See, 0, how you can represent? How you can represent 0? What is the meaning of 0? You can't show anything is 0. Only the thing is you have to visualize the meaning of this is 0. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So try to do rest of the 2 questions also, guys. Rest of the 2 questions also easy. Only the thing is they are extended to many questions in a single question. How many use radio, like that. If any doubts, we will meet in the next class. Next class, we are going to start with relations and functions, which requires general graph. Keep the pencil and scale ready with you when you are doing the with the class. Shall we meet in the next
Sir,
class?
in the worksheet there are total only 7 sums, right?
Yeah, 7 man. Correct. 7. It's right. Not 6. It's a 7.
Okay, sir.
I will show here. Yes, you can see now there are 7. Yes.
No,
7.
sir, because you added the 8th page, sir, but there was no question. That's why.
See, I have to copy the number of questions what I have. I felt these 7 questions are little bit good where it covers 3 sets. So 8th question I didn't get, so I'm giving only 7 questions.
Okay, sir, no problem, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, bye. We'll meet in next class.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.